That's crazy.
You heard that?
Oh my God, that's a beautiful bottle. Shout out to Bel Air for the bottles, wow. They keep us right. I'm not gonna lie, this is smooth. What were you gonna say? Bel Air boy.
Hey, look, that's better than what it could have been.
When it rains, it pours.
And now you're living a virtual reality. Yes, you do. Hold on. This is hard talk. Let's finish saying no. You about to get into it, man. Hey, let me tell you something, bro. Speech and debate is something I've been very good at. So if they come with smoke, I'm gonna come even harder. You feel me?
Yeah, it's gonna be a good one.
This was episode 3. It's gonna get great. It ain't gonna get good.
Let me ask everybody a question.
What is that, Kamari?
What is relevant for each and every one of you guys right now?
What is relevant?
Yeah, and I'm explaining. So I'm 25. Okay. I've reached a certain amount of success that I'm nowhere near satisfied, and I want more. And so it's like I'm focusing on certain things. I'm putting my energy in certain places. There's certain things that I am taking the time to learn, skills that I want to develop for my future self. Mm-hmm. So what is relevant? You're doing real estate right now. You're an advisor. You feel me? You're with a top brokerage in Raleigh.
Yep.
Business is booming.
Business
is booming. You had the idea to start a podcast with all your brothers, and we're here now.
Ooh,
you feel me?
You turn me up every time.
Amen.
You say that.
We got camera equipment. We're about to go to LA. Mm-hmm. You now have a platform where you can express yourself like you want to grow. You know, we get about getting money. So it's like, I know you're trying to figure out. Cole's like, yo, how can I make some more bread?
No, I'm in a position where I was like, do I want to transition from clothing or do I just keep rocking out with clothing, you know? I don't know.
I mean, you're good at what you do right now. Why not? That's something that can run itself.
Well, Mari, you know what's crazy, though? I feel like we're all at a point of our life, like, have you ever seen Kanye West Through the Wire or heard it? Through the Wire, bro. That's what we're all going through right now. I feel like we're all in them stages where we're on the come up. Ooh. And I think that's the most beautiful stage because it shows you the most about yourself. You know, we're all on the come up, man. It's crazy. We're in this journey together. It's kind of rare that you find a group of men all on the come up together. It's typically like one guy that's like super successful, and then the rest are just. But we're all on the come up together, man. Mm-hmm. And I think that's the power of this group. You know, because we all have similar types of things that we can all relate to, but also we're hungry. And that's what's going to separate us from the rest of the pack. You see a hungry pack of wolves, they're always going to win. You know?
That's facts.
Yeah.
We talked about that last episode as far as having your tribe and who you surround yourself with. And touching on what you just said, I think that it is becoming, it's still a scarcity of it. Uh-huh. And we need a lot more of it. But there are a lot of groups that are coming together and pushing, helping, and motivating each other to get to the next level. And I'm speaking specifically in the community of men, like support systems, having community. Like, bro, back in the day, we were literally going out to hunt for food in our tribe.
It's crazy.
Like, it's crazy when you think about it. What if y'all had to do that now? Could y'all do that? What if we had to go get spears and like we had to go out and hunt? Because we're very privileged.
It might come to a day where we have to do that.
Yeah, we're very privileged in that sense.
Apocalypse.
How you acting? How you acting, Kyle? You gonna have your spear. You gonna put Kyle gonna put his.
You gonna come out alive, Kyle?
I'll just move like Tarzan. My face. I'm gonna keep the whole 100. I'm gonna just move like Tarzan.
I'm gonna keep it. I don't know.
But I
bet
I'm
gonna
eat though.
Yeah, what you gonna say, Cole? Yeah, you gonna eat.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
make it out. I'm not gonna starve.
That's one thing about Mari. He gonna make it out.
I'll probably just cook some fish every night. No cap.
Just
how you gonna cook it? How you gonna cook it?
You know how to start a fire?
No, I get some wood together and get that thing rubbing.
Get that thing rubbing.
That boy Scout.
That's what I'm saying. We don't know how to. Yeah, did y'all ever do Boy Scouts?
I thought about it, bro. Literally, I thought about it hard because I was like.
I feel like I should have did it when I was younger because I feel like
bro,
that teaches you a lot more whenever you're older.
I was about to say some random shit.
Because the thing is, bro, Boy Scouts, bro, I feel like.
I was about to say Camp Laszlo. Never mind.
What? No.
Nobody knows what you're talking about, Kyle.
Right.
But here's the thing, though. But Boy Scouts, bro, like, I feel like it instills a sense of work ethic in young men, bro. Mm-hmm. Like, you're outside in the woods. You got to figure out a way to make it shake. I think it's similar to life. Like, we're all in a certain time of our life, like, I got to make it shake one way or another. And I think learning those life skills early is what's going to really set an imprint on you as you get older, you know?
That's true.
No, that's real shit, though. I mean, I wrote this down, like, a year and a half ago, like, journaling.
Right.
Like, I told Chris last year, like, because remember, we was planning to start a pod, but it just wasn't the right time.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I wrote this shit a year and a half ago. Look where we at.
It's power manifestation. And Mari, I remember you sending me a document that you have wrote up about where you saw your future going, and it landed you on a freaking TV show. How about that?
Yeah.
How's
No,
that
I
work,
ain't gonna lie,
my
he was
friend?
in a phase of
Well, he wrote-
Mar, you wanted to go?
He
what?
manifested that.
No, so yeah.
He wrote that on
Well, you-
paper. It's a physical document of him saying he was going to be on a TV show.
That's facts. That's
It's there.
facts.
So tell me, like, the process of that, bro.
Manifesting?
Yes.
Manifestation? Oh, we getting into it?
How do you get there? Like, okay,
hold on,
you're
hold
at
on.
ECU. You're at ECU. You're trying to make it shake. You're trying to make ends meet. And next thing you know, you start writing. You start jotting down, and you're on a TV show on the biggest platform on planet Earth, which is Netflix. By the way, shout out to Netflix.
Okay. I know how to. Yeah, fact. Shout out to the Netflix family. I know exactly how to lead this conversation. First off, welcome back to Nough Said, man. Episode 3.
What's up, man? What's up?
Back
Nough
with
Said.
another one. We're back with it here today. We don't even really know what we're talking about, but we know the conversation is gonna be great.
It's gonna be amazing.
But we're starting off with manifestation, and I feel like it's become a thing where it's trendy now, right?
Yep.
Everybody's posting angel numbers. Everybody's like buying journals, and
We gonna get
I'm
into it. We gonna
manifesting.
really
like,
get
I'm,
into
I'm
this
manifesting,
one.
and like I love to see that, but I think we all have to continuously realize that it's more than just like saying you're gonna manifest something, saying you want something to happen, and then like that being the end all be all.
Yeah.
You feel me? You gotta put some
Yeah,
action behind it.
No, that's that's the biggest. Me and Snipes talked about it like 2 years ago. We were like, "What's the point of manifesting if you ain't gonna put no work in?"
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we could all sit down and write all what we want, what we want to achieve, what we fucking want to go after, right? But it's like my 2 feet ain't gonna move by itself.
You gotta
feel
put in
what I'm
that
saying?
work.
Yeah.
Like, I
Faith
gotta
without-
go get it. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's where it comes into play, where you get blessed a little bit more. You get more opportunities coming your way when you're aligned with your purpose and your passion. It's like, yo, like people wonder why like it's coming a lot quicker than the average person because that's the 99% person really thinking about it. But I'm really moving 1%.
That's right.
Feel what I'm saying? So
It's facts.
you could just go off like what you were talking
But
about.
yeah, I wanted to ask Mari though. You know, you're sitting in ECU. You know, you're in the where like I guess the student housing developments, and you're thinking like, okay, I got to make something shake, and you start writing your journal because you believe in the power of that. What was your mindset? And talk to us about the power of manifestation, because I mean, you obviously proved it to be successful, ended up on a TV show. So talk to us.
So what initially shifted my mindset was the book, The 7 Spiritual Laws of Success. Okay, so
powerful
right,
book.
so that was the first thing. It's a whole bunch of it's a
that was
whole bunch
crazy.
of sauce in that book. Y'all
You
go
read
check
it?
that out. Off the top of my head, I can't remember who it was written by, but The 7 Spiritual Laws of Success. And so when I just started to like hear about different things like law of detachment, and
we was just talking about
I
that.
am- yeah,
me and Chris was just talking about that.
I'm
Law of
telling you, law of
detachment.
detachment, like I am nothing, therefore I am everything. You feel me? Being connected to nothing, so you're connected to everything. And then the pandemic hit. So I remember my first time sitting down to just like try meditating.
Right.
I was at my brother's apartment. Long story short, I started meditating, I started journaling, I started being more mindful of my diet. I've never had a trash diet, but I just started taking care of my body. Working out, was going crazy. COVID workouts at the crib. I had my pop's old like iron dumbbells. Man, what? I got some crazy workouts in.
That was the most work.
That was what?
That was like the most work. My lowest point was COVID.
Yeah.
'Cause
COVID.
I broke my collarbone.
Do you think COVID made like a change in people, like a bad way or good?
Oh yeah, COVID was something that we could either use to our benefit or fall under the pressure, because like, you feel me, COVID made a lot of rich people.
It did.
It created a lot of wealth as well.
It did.
But then a lot of people spent money, you feel me? We're in a bad position.
Mm-hmm.
Personally, I use that solitude to step more into the person that was prepared for the opportunity when it came. I made the space for greatness. I created the space for greatness. You have to create that space. If I wasn't ready for it, I wouldn't have been able to obtain that. And it was, for me, I got blessed because I got reached out with an opportunity. I just had to be myself. Right. I can do that 24/7. So it's like, I was already prepared for the moment. That's luck, opportunity, preparation. As soon as I got the call, I told my mom, like, yeah, I'm going to get this. I'm like, I'm going to get this, because
Wait,
once
get what?
to be on the show.
okay,
Like once
gotcha.
I had the first call and she was like, yeah, like we're following 8 20-year-olds around Texas. Like you don't have to do anything but be yourself. You don't have to be a character. I'm like, oh, bet. I can be myself. Okay, bet. And so I had a certain belief, right? I had the intention. Okay, so I had the intention, because we're talking about manifestation. Let's stay on top of it real quick. Let's give them the sauce real quick.
Really give it
all
to
right,
them.
so all right, so we're talking about intention. So one, the intention for this particular dream being on the show. Okay, faith. I had the faith. Faith is what? Belief in the unseen. Right? Faith without work is dead. Faith without work is dead. So it's like I'm doing the work, but luckily for me in this situation, the work is being myself. This is the better version of myself. So I had it easy. So yeah, I got intention. I got faith. I have a burning desire. I'm like, Netflix show? Oh, yeah. Me being presented to the world. Okay, yeah. Burning desire is there. I'm like, this is a life-changing opportunity. Yeah. So we got intention, faith, desire, action. And then other than that, man, time. Other than that, we're just collapsing time. We're waiting on it. We've created the space for greatness. And at this point, it's like, once you raise yourself to that vibrational level of whatever it is that you're going to achieve, as soon as you're at that level, the universe, God, everything's going to conspire to make it happen for you. You're literally collapsing time. Like everything's happening right now. Right now, we're sitting down. When we were setting up, if someone was to call, say, what you doing? I was, I'm setting up right now. That was just another now. That was the past now. And then you got the future now, but we're in the present now. You touched on that last time, being present. When you're not present, you're taking away your energy because you're putting it to the past, you're putting it to the future. You can't manifest when you're doing that. Your energy is too spaced out.
I mean, it's for different forms of meditation, and I feel like our biggest one, like us two, is cold showers. You know what I'm saying? That's a great example for me, at least, because when I'm sitting there taking a cold shower, I'm like, I don't want to be in here. You know what I'm saying?
No,
like,
not at all.
But I'm really just staying silent with who I am and just listening to my inner thought the whole time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah.
You're pushing through it. You remember the first day I called you, I'm like, yo, I'm back on the cold showers.
Yep,
I've taken one every day since then.
I think a lot of the times, and I'm going to take a quote from David Goggins.
Shout out David.
Callous in your mind.
I ain't gonna lie, Parker's gonna clip this up and look, go Goggins.
I know he's gonna go Goggins with me. Everybody does, but I mean, I love the compliments because this dude's one of the hardest people I've ever seen, pretty much on any type of social media platform, and I think he's given men the aspect and also the self-dignity to work hard. And I think the aspect of jumping in that cold shower each and every day is really setting the premise for the day to go out and be great. And I think nowadays that's a lost and dying trait because of social media. Nowadays, when a person rolls out of bed, the last thing they are thinking is to jump in the cold shower. The first thing they are thinking is getting on their phone.
That's real shit. That's real. That's so real.
Like I said, I mean, it's all in what you digest, but then, make sure when you do digest something, it's something that's good for processing as well. I think that's the most dangerous aspect of social media, and we touched on that last week, but to revert back on your point in reverse, the aspect of cold showers, man, it's a powerful trait. And it's only going to transition into your everyday life, Cole.
I really want to start plunging though.
Yeah.
That's what I was, because I was listening. I can't remember whose channel I sent you, but he was getting to it. He's like, yo, you're taking your cold showers. Somebody's doing an ice plunge every morning.
Well, I mean, from the science.
Wait, what is an ice plunge?
It's like where it's a tub of, it's cold
water.
water.
Oh, in the tub.
Ice. It's way colder, bro.
So it's like, but do you guys know exactly what you guys are doing to your body when you jump into that cold shower?
So off the top, I need to know the facts a little bit more, but okay, so one, besides the energy, bro, the energy spike is crazy.
It's crazy. It's
like,
insane.
And it's honestly, it's kind of like a dopamine rush as well.
No, it is. When
you think about it, when that cold water hits your skin, and then like 15 seconds after, maybe it's like you breathe. You have to focus on your breathing. Yeah. It's like, oh damn, it's not even cold. Then like I tell Cole, I set my timer for 3 minutes. I'll be in there for 5. I had to start setting my timer because I'll be in there for a minute.
And I've lowered my time down of getting in too. Like I used to go from 20 seconds to getting in. I'm down to like 7, 8 of just going. You know what I'm saying?
Step in there.
Slow progression. But you're getting to it.
But it teaches you like when something's getting hard your way, it's like, yo, you got to fight through that.
I mean, yeah, life is resistant.
You know what I'm saying?
It's all about resistance, bro. And
but it's like, who wants to jump in the fire though?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Nobody wants to jump in the fire nowadays.
Exactly. And that's the scariest part of life, man, because I think that a lot of different factors in the world in general has normalized the aspect of being in your comfort zone. And I think that it's very hard in this day and age to get out of that, just due to, if I have $7 in my pocket, I have something on my phone that can make me smile today. Yeah. Whereas it's going to deter me from getting money, or it's going to deter me from chasing a dream, because it's like I could chase it tomorrow, but right now this is making me feel comforted, in times of distress. So,
I got something crazy. Is last year I feel like with me, I was always so focused on money. First thing I had to do was wake up, think about money, think about what's somebody else's story on social media, blah, 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 stuff like that. So I've switched the concept of, like I talked about last week, I'm more focused on me, and the more uncomfortable I get, the more like I get this power in me where I could give to other people.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? And
Wow.
it's crazy how the shine
I love
shine
that.
out.
And
That was
that's
crazy.
Damn.
That was crazy.
That was absolutely insane.
Yeah,
that.
that was crazy.
He opened the gate on you. Go
But
ahead.
but I think like we talked about the cold showers is I'm getting addicted to the just really getting uncomfortable. Like I got a fire in me. It's just like every day. I talked about it with Nate Smith. Shout out to my boy Nate Smith. We talked about it at the bar yesterday. So we were just talking about like we're just addicted to really just like
Getting after it.
like every day. If I'm not doing something uncomfortable, I'm not doing something right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like I'm
yeah.
not doing something right
love
at
that.
all. Like I'm addicted to it.
No, facts. I heard, okay, so 2 things, and I know y'all gonna feel this.
I'ma feel
so the first thing is, it's a quote, it's hold up. That's why I pulled it out. That's why I was on my phone, because I was listening to you. Okay, so comfort creates self-care, but discomfort creates self-respect.
Oh, yes.
Comfort creates
I love that.
self-care, discomfort creates self-respect. So, not yesterday, the day before yesterday, I wake up, going through my day at the crib handling stuff, and I'm like, I need a challenge.
Come on.
I'm like, I need to
Ooh,
do
talk
something.
about it.
I'm like,
Talk
I need
about
to,
it.
I'm like, I'm good, but I feel like I need a disruption. Like I need to
Yes,
feel
bro, that's
something.
the feeling.
I need
of-
to feel
that's
something.
the feeling of like every day I feel. It's just
It's
like I
like,
feel
what's-
like a monster. If I don't go do something uncomfortable, it's like I'm in my comfort zone.
I'm telling you, so
Let it
I'm-
out, Mari. What you
I'm
do?
like, man, I
man
went on a
wanna
run.
run.
I hit that
Yeah.
pavement, and y'all,
that
you feel me?
pavement.
You're a runner. You're a
Yeah.
runner. You got them running. You had them doing 8 miles.
Yep.
So I'm like, okay, let me just. I don't run. Let me go run. I'm like, how far am I gonna run? I'm like, well, I've done a mile. I've done 2 miles.
Yeah.
I've never done 3, but I'm like, I know if I did 2, I can do 3. So I found somewhere that was a mile and a half away. I'm like, I'm just run there and back. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like,
How'd that make you feel after?
I felt great.
Right.
It was crazy because I felt like I could probably go like
Yes,
extra
Even
yes,
more.
bro.
I
That's
Even
could
more.
have did an extra mile. When I got to the crib, I was like, got some energy because I stopped at the light at the intersection, so I was jogging in place because I didn't want to walk the whole time, so I was jogging in place. When it changed and I could cross, bro, I sprinted across and I was like, "Where's this extra?"
Exactly.
And then whenever you run, you finish with a sprint back
Yeah.
to
That's
where
right.
you were. So I was,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
just sprint all the way home, and I'm like, "Where's this extra?" I was striding.
Yeah.
I think a lot of the times, bro, and I'm gonna say this to the camera, a lot of times people do think the aspect of running is just, oh, I'm just getting endurance in, or I'm helping my heart or my VO2 max. But there's something internal that goes on with running that's super important. And basically what Kamari was just talking about is he thought that he can go a little bit shorter, but he went longer. And that shows you what you can achieve in life. Like if you just get out and try. Like, bro, he thought he was gonna get tired at 2 miles. He made it to 3, bro. That's over a mile more. So it's like, as time progresses, he's going to keep crushing his everyday goals, and that's going to transition and translate into his everyday life. The aspect of running, man, is not only just a physical changer, but it's a life changer as well.
Bro, it's a mental thinking. Like I talked about earlier, faith. It just increased my faith as far as knowing like, okay, I can do something that I don't want to do and succeed at it. And I can make the decision to do that. Like whatever I put my mind to, I can do it.
That's
Like-
literally it. Like you might have to say that again, bro.
I'm
for the
telling
people
you.
out there.
So like I did something that I didn't necessarily want to do, but I knew it would be good for me.
Oh my,
I knew it would
bro.
be uncomfortable, and I knew that I would succeed. I didn't know how I would get there, but I knew I was gonna come out on top.
Bro.
So I did that, and it's like that's everything in life.
Yes.
It's
But
literally
I
transition,
threw
bro.
That is
myself into the
facts.
fire, like you said earlier.
Bro,
Who's gonna
yes.
step into the fire? Like
Yep. I got to be put in the fire every day, and running has taught me is one of the key reasons to the way of life.
That's
we're
right.
runners now.
You know what I'm
it's
saying?
the runners club.
It's a whole bunch of weekend warriors here,
It's the
man.
runners
It's
club.
enough. It's enough said. Runners
It's a whole
Club.
bunch of weekend warriors, man. But, dude, I mean, that's just the power of it, man. And I think as you guys get into it further and further, you guys are going to spread the message to other people. Hopefully it touches one. I don't care about the many. If it does touch many, that's fine. But one can change a million. So that's all I'm really focused on. And, dude, I mean, the aspect of running is going to change you guys' life. So
I think,
I'm
but
glad y'all got into
running
it.
has taught me the closer I get to the goal, the more resistance it's gonna be. Like I'm gonna be honest,
I love that.
because when me and Snipes, or I said Snipes,
Nice. With me, it's not.
People say- Yeah.
when me and Snipes first ran 8 miles, like you don't know how bad I just wanted to quit. I wanted to, but the thing is, before we started, he didn't let me know how many miles we were going.
You didn't tell him?
I didn't tell him.
That's how you
I
do
tricked
But
him.
I had this dog in me that I was gonna surprise him, like because
Yeah.
respectfully, when I say this, he low key underestimates. Like, yo, I'm gonna test you. And I'm like,
I already know what Tom Snipes
I've already
was
put
testing
that,
him, bro.
I've already put that test inside of my brain before we started running.
Yeah.
So it's like the whole time, like, I wanted to give up. Like, my knees were starting to kick in. I was starting to get runner's knee, my calves, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, everything. But right when I turned into the neighborhood, it's wham. You know what I'm saying? Right? That's when. Now, I got another story. Bump all that. But I appreciate that, though.
Yes, sir.
But, because I ran 4 miles, like, last week. And the crazy thing, this was God, I feel like, speaking to me. My music turned off right when I went into the neighborhood. Just last mile. Because it's 0.8 miles to get out of my neighborhood. And music turned off. Like, I'm like, oh, snap. Obviously, I'm not going to be on my phone. So the whole time, it was just me and myself with no music. You know what I'm saying? And Snipes, he runs with no music anyway. So,
Yeah.
And the whole time I'm thinking, I'm like, it's me versus me this whole time right now. And so the closer I really got, the more like pull I wanted to go backwards. Ooh. You know what I'm saying? Like it was pulling me backwards when the whole time my spirit is pulling me forward. You know what I'm saying? And so I think like it boils down to, like I said, that's my slogan. But
boils down to it. All boils down to it.
The closer I got, the more harder it was getting. But it showed me this is the way of life. You know what I'm saying? Like it's forms out here of whether it's running, working out, or anything. You know. Yes. But it was just crazy how it really changed. But no. When I got into my driveway, music turned back on.
Bro, this is a beautiful scent too. I love it.
Yeah, right.
Sage.
It's blue sage. Y'all want this?
I knew it was blue sage.
How Kyrie Irving be?
Bro, you cleanse
Kyrie
your-
do this and then walk out, drop 50 ball.
Yeah, no cap.
Like, then you feel me? Disappear back into the shadows.
I know.
Chris, you need
Goes
this.
to work.
But Snipes has
becomes
been
an
telling me
activist.
the whole time, like,
Keep it over there.
he's always preached about running. Silently though.
Yeah.
Yeah, he would be loud with it, but it would be silent. If you get what I'm saying. Just real calm.
His actions were loud.
Yeah,
His
his actions, but it was
were loud.
real calm until I finally first ran that 8 miles. I felt it. I unlocked a new door in my brain that I never.
That was my whole purpose of this, bro. I wanted you to see just how strong your mind is. You haven't ran in 3 years, bro.
Facts.
Nah. Let's 2.
2 years? You
Yeah,
haven't
2.
ran in 2 years, bro. And for you to lace them up and do 8 miles is absolutely incredible with no stopping at all.
No stopping. I didn't
was
stop the
honestly
whole time.
shocked when that 7 miles hit because I was expecting him to stop.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. But he kept on trucking, dude. And I was like, okay, you got something in you, boy.
But everything when the closer you get, the more past memories that bring up to make you who you are today.
Well, it's a highlight reel. It's a human highlight reel to go
That's
through
a
your mind.
perfect
It is,
way
bro.
to-
It's like a
Yeah.
montage.
Hey, bro,
of your
yes,
whole life.
bro.
I thought I was
Everything
tripping.
comes up. Like, why are you the man? Like, what
Oh
made
my-
you the man who you are today?
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Like, it's crazy.
Well, it's a human highlight reel, and you spend your whole life developing it, and that's why I say you got to put yourself through hard stuff because when you do go through hard stuff, you have to have that highlight reel to lean back on. Like when you're going through trauma, oh, I've been through this, so I can make it through that. You know, that's the aspect of building a human highlight reel, and the only way to build that is by putting yourself in uncomfortable positions
Yes,
and
go.
going through trauma.
Yep.
Pain is what's going to bring that out of you.
Okay, so I think we touched on this last week, but remember when we said that your pain is what makes you qualified to help somebody else
sure.
dealing with the same pain, like your
I remember
trauma?
that.
yeah.
What you just said made me realize that it's also like your pain and your trauma makes you qualified to keep moving forward because you know that you've already been through it.
Exactly.
You know that you have already dealt with it and you've come out on top. So it's now you're using that to your advantage to move forward.
Exactly.
You're transforming the trauma. You transform your relationship with the trauma. You've released it in that negative way. And it's like you're using it as your weapon. It's not a
Yes.
weapon used against you.
I mean, dude, but it's just the thing is that as you look back, bro, it's like some things in your life, it's gonna sting. It's gonna really sting, man.
yeah.
And you're gonna sit there and contemplate, am I gonna make it out? And I think that's a question that we all face on a daily basis. Because we're all
Every
on
day.
the come
I
up.
feel like a lot of people do.
I know
every day.
I know personally in some instances of my life, I see my bank account hit 0. And I had to understand that
Wow.
physical
Wow.
0 is different from mental 0.
Damn.
And mental 0 is what's going to get you out 99% of the time.
Yeah.
And that's that's one of the main
was
reasons of
crazy.
what I'm building on. I didn't see my account hit the negatives. I didn't been there, and I really took a step back and I said, this negative zero physically does not define who I am internally.
Oh boy.
And my internal situation is what's going to benefit the external one.
That boy be
So
talking, don't he?
now that I've dived deep into my mind and understand that is a concept, I was able to generate that inside of me and figure out ways to comprehend and be able to manifest different situations that's going on to my life.
All right, so let me ask you this. Where did this mentality come from? Because obviously I've known you for
Yeah.
quite some time.
100%.
5, 6, 8, 10 years. You know how we get down.
Yeah.
But what was the first step to who Jalen Snipes is?
Man, that's a great question.
Who is Jalen Snipes?
I think it was forced through a lot of different pains. And I think everybody encounters pains to, of course, determine who they are. It happened at an early age, man. I mean, my house got struck by lightning.
Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it. Yeah.
Talk about it.
It got struck by lightning. And you guys heard it right. But my house got struck by lightning and burned down to the ground, like completely. And it was like a resurgence that went through me. It's when the firemen told my mom and dad, they was like, we don't know how you guys made it out. It was 2 inches from striking the gas line. Now, do you guys know, and this is how I figured out there is a God in this world. And there is someone watching over us, and there is a God watching over us. Because there is no way humanly possible that I could have made it out that house. And that's from an expert, which is the firefighter. He said, that's God. I don't know how you guys made it out. Like, it was 2 inches from striking the gas line. If it would have struck the gas line in
Whole
instances,
neighborhood.
I would have blew up, as well as the whole neighborhood. There would
What?
be no me.
I didn't know it was
That's how it
no,
works.
I didn't know it was the whole neighborhood.
Bro, it was the whole. If that would have struck the gas line, lightning, that amount of voltage would have hit the gas line, bro. It would have been up for the whole neighborhood, bro. And that just really centered and resonated with me for the rest of my life. There is a reason why I'm here on this earth.
Is that one of your biggest whys?
I think that is my biggest why, because there's no reason why I wouldn't be on this earth if God didn't see something for me to do. It was 2 inches away from striking the gas line, my friend.
That's like that
2
much,
inches
bro.
away. Me and my family would not have made it out. So I analyzed it. I was in different situations, moved to different neighborhoods. I analyzed my parents, their work ethic. They didn't quit. And that's where I developed the mindset that I have today. It's bulletproof, bro. When you see your mom and dad making it shake, when you see the community putting hands on you, bro, to make sure that you make it out okay, it really shows you that there's hope in this world. I don't care if my bank account counts as zero. I remember people that helped me when they didn't have.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? You still can be a force where you don't have nothing. It's just the simple words. We lost a lot of stuff in that fire, bro. But the people's kind words, that meant like I had 1,000 presents.
Say that again.
Bro,
No, say that again.
We did not have much. We lost almost everything in that fire, my friend. But people's words, it's okay, you're gonna get through this, bro. I'll tell y'all a quick story, bro.
Let's go.
You wanna know what really hit me?
Let's go.
Bro, I was literally, bro, I'm gonna keep it a whole 100 because this gets me emotional to this day, bro. So if I break down, I break down. Men cry, I don't care. But when I was 11 years old, bro, when the fire happened, there was a boy by the name of Desmond, bro. He couldn't write as much because he had special needs, bro. I'm keeping it real. And he was not, his processing was a little bit different. He couldn't write, he couldn't spell. But when he took his effort and he wrote his name on that card and said, "You will get through this," do you know how much power that gave me, bro? Do you know how much power that gave me, bro? That's the power of words. He couldn't even write that often, bro. He had trouble writing, but he built up the courage and the strength to write to my family. I said, bro, there's hope out here in that world, bro. That's what got me through. The letters, the words, the encouragement, that's what got us through. The community, bro, that's what got us through. We're losing that in society, bro. And you're seeing people need help and the community isn't helping. No wonder why they're going out and creating and making heinous acts because they feel like nobody cares. I'm blessed to have that in my situation, to have after disaster come and repair my home, to have people be able to let me stay while my mom was going through, my family was going through what we was going through. It all enforced something in me that would never get put out. And honestly, the fire left the house, but it ain't leave me.
Oh my.
Straight up.
Boy, what the
Damn.
It didn't.
Yo, you're
And it's gonna continue to burn no matter as I prosper and keep on going through life, and as I keep meeting like-minded people like myself, like three of the gentlemen sitting to my left. Nothing bad is gonna come from this because it's nothing but progression, and that fuel is just gonna keep us going, bro. I think of every situation and every test as fuel to my fire. You're throwing gas on me, and I'm coming out alive every time. If God made it like I made it out, if God told me I was gonna make it out, a lightning strike and burning my house down 2 inches from the gas line, I'll make it out of everything, bro.
Oh my God.
I don't care what you throw at me, bro. I will make it out.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. My family will make it out. People don't understand the pain in my mom's eyes that she watched everything she worked for burn to the ground. What do you do when your mind hits that point? You can sit there and cry about it. You can sit there and say, why me? You got to make it shape. That's the only way this life stuff works. You can't sit there and cry, bro. You can cry. It's okay to cry. But cry and put in the work. Cry and put in the work, bro. Because sitting there and crying and doing nothing is only going to add for more tears. Straight up.
Honestly, I want to give you the gratitude and
Yeah, bro.
I appreciate that.
Honestly,
This is what Nough Said is about right
oh
here.
my, that's
This is what Nough Said is
That
about
is
right
Nough
here,
Said.
dog.
It takes a lot, bro.
Love you, man. Yeah, nah, that was.
To rehash those moments, bro.
That was crazy.
I hope everybody.
This is what Nough Said is about, Bago.
Yeah, I hope everybody listening and prayerfully you're watching because you needed to really see the emotion that he just presented
I ain't
to
gonna
each
lie,
and every
I got goosebumps.
Yeah, like I wanted to
You
cry
my
when you
dog
said
since-
that about
I'm
Desmond.
over
over
here.
here.
You've been my dog since 10 years, and that shit just gave me like goosebumps, dog.
Yeah, bro.
Like that's
I'ma keep it a
incredible.
whole 100.
Your story is, bro. That's a lot, bro.
Yeah.
And like y'all feel the energy from what he just gave us. Like
Yeah.
that takes
That's
a lot, and it takes a
That's
special.
the story of
individual.
Jalen Snipes right
Yeah,
there.
that's the story
Yeah.
right there.
That's what made
that sounds.
Jalen.
That's an origin
Yeah.
story. That's a hero origin story right there.
For sure,
Yeah.
man.
Like-
That's the story of Jalen right
And that's
there.
the vulnerability that you guys were talking about. I wouldn't feel as open to share those facts if I wasn't around a couple confident people and nice and understanding people like you guys are around me. So I want to, first of all, take the time to appreciate that because I think that a lot of times in life, a lot of people don't have that support system in their life, and it cripples them to a point where they don't even know who they are anymore because the pain is just too overbearing, you know? So I really do appreciate that because, I mean, without having people to talk to, without having people to express about certain topics and things that happened, not only in my life, but also that went through you guys is absolutely amazing to have. And I'm very appreciative of it, you know?
Got you, brother.
Yeah,
But,
I'm,
like-
I'm glad to be here for you, bro.
Nah,
for real.
that was amazing. I'm gonna be honest, like,
I honestly need a moment just to like.
bro, that was
'cause I don't even know where to,
that just really touched my soul.
But I just saw him after that.
Yeah,
It was
like,
just,
I saw
around him. It was
you.
just blank. Like I was like looking at him and I was like, damn.
For real.
Like bro, like that. That's amazing.
You
bro.
know how you be like, that's your soul speak. Like that was your
Bro,
soul.
That was
I just saw your soul.
that
Just,
was
like, right
you,
there.
dog.
You
Everything
was
else behind you was-
vibrating. That shit was crazy.
bro. Like that was you. Like I got no words to say. You know what I'm saying? I see it in your eyes. I see it in your spirit. Like
Bless you.
Thank you.
this is what Nough Said is about. I'm gonna say it again.
Yeah,
like
this is-
this
it's a
is
statement.
the power of what real vulnerability looks like.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? We're witnessing it right now in
Real
person.
time,
In real time.
But for the ones listening, I want you to honestly feel this, what it truly means to be vulnerable. Like we're 23, 24-year-old men vulnerable. You know what I'm saying? This is what it's about.
This
Like
is-
I don't care what
yeah.
nobody says.
And-
Like this is I'm so blessed and God has brought us to this moment to share stories like this. You
Yep.
know what I'm saying? And
You gotta think about how many other people outside of this building, outside of this like whole world, like it's just like you. Like they've been through that stuff.
Going through
They gotta
it.
go through that, and like that's like a lesson for them to teach. And like, look where you are now.
it's like your voice is going to literally inspire somebody right now to get up off their ass right now and go make a name for themselves.
All I want is one, Cole.
You know
Just
what I'm saying?
one.
Just
That's all
one.
I
Just
want.
one.
Just one,
I don't
bro.
care about the
like just
millions.
one.
I
What
just
makes
want
it enough
one,
right
bro.
there?
No
Just one.
cap. Just one, bro. Like we don't
just
care
one.
about the million people that watch this or whoever. If we can inspire just one person to translate their whole life and to whoever you want to become, that's what it's about. You know what I'm saying? Like
I mean,
I gotta say that I'm so blessed and grateful that we've all came
Facts.
together. I'm so blessed, bro. Like I'm so blessed.
But
Like-
I have, and here's one of my things.
Chris is behind the
I
camera
know,
going
he's behind the
crazy
camera
right
going
now.
crazy. I love that. I love
Feel
that.
you.
But nah, dude. I mean, I have a question for you two, and it's the aspect of conformity. Now, I mean, you guys blend very well with everybody in any race. But I want to ask you, growing up in a mixed race
Ooh,
situation.
let's get to it.
How did that affect and shape your life and make you the man you are today? Because I've always been curious about that.
Establish to everybody who doesn't know, like mom and dad. Like,
My mom's white, my dad's black. But my dad obviously doesn't look black, but my dad is fully black, right? And that's how
He's like a light skinned black.
Exactly. But a lot of people, you could still be fully black and light skinned.
How did that make you who you are today, Cole?
I think the whole time, me going through high school and middle school, like people not believing my dad is fully black.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep it a whole 100. We're gonna get real
Yeah,
vulnerable.
Let's keep it
keep
real,
it a
bro.
buck.
Come on.
I used to have a lot of white kids look at me like, oh, he's just white.
Yep.
I used to have a lot of black.
And they would tell us that, like, that's our dad.
Like they'll
People
tell
will come
me
up
what
to
my
us.
dad is and what my
Exactly.
dad's not.
I'm like, bro,
I'll be
what are you
like,
doing,
what?
bro?
You
Shut
know
up.
what I'm saying? Imagine what that really does to somebody inside. Like you can't express the emotion because we're young, so it's hard.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But my dad's been through it his whole life. You know what I'm saying? Like my dad's a truck driver, runs his own business.
Shout
so
out
it's
to
like
my dad. That motherfucker, he's a dog.
that's a get money motherfucker.
dog.
Yeah,
My dad,
I
my
love
pop.
that.
My bad, dad.
But I mean,
That's a get money.
That's right.
That's a get money MF right there. I don't care.
LW was getting to it. I know that. But
facts.
from you two's guys' perspective, though, having that be constantly asked, right? Now,
I was about to turn up.
Look,
My bad, Dad.
Look, tighten up, though. Tighten up.
My bad.
So from people making those judgments and making those, ideas and remarks about you, how did that make you feel at that time? Because I know that could have been pretty difficult for somebody to tell you who your kin is and you know who you're going home to.
Like imagine you being in a hallway and we talk about like we're talking about race, blah blah blah, like, you know what I'm saying? I used to go back to the classroom like low key heated, like for real. Like go back to wherever I was going, like type shit. You know what I'm saying? That was my biggest fucking like ick, bruh. Like people didn't know who I was. They just really seen the outside in a way where they just portrayed this image on me of that's all they know. You know what I'm saying? When it was something new, me and Kyle, we look white, you know what I'm saying? But the whole time we're mixed. So it's like, it's kind of that space in between where we don't look fully light skinned. You know what I'm saying? And it's low key pissed me off. I'm gonna keep it a whole 100. I did not fuck with that at all.
Okay, so we see you guys now. We see you guys. We see you running eBay. We see you modeling. Both of you guys modeling, do your thing. Where did you guys come to a form of acceptance of who you guys are as individuals?
Mine was probably, I want to say, junior year of high school. I just stopped like caring what other people thought about me. It's like whatever you think that's on you. I'm gonna keep it pushing regardless. Like.
Yeah.
Like these 2 feet gonna keep it moving.
Nah, facts.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like one thing my dad has taught me, it's like, yo, let one ear go out the other. Respectfully, when I say that, if somebody calls me a bitch nowadays,
Bro, I don't care, bro. I
that's
literally
cool.
go along with that.
I'm gonna keep it rolling because
Yep.
a lot of people don't realize when you give into a reaction, they want
put
that
fuel in us.
reaction.
And
you know what I'm saying? They just want that a reaction over you. That's why one of my biggest traits of myself is like I know how to let stuff go. Stuff don't get to me nowadays because it all translated from my dad, bring that down to us. You know what I'm saying? Like
when was the last time you see me pissed just because somebody said
I've
something?
never seen
I've
Kyle
never
mad for real.
I seen him
I don't
drop his
care.
keys. I seen him drop his keys down the elevator shaft and then get
Yeah,
mad.
that was the worst. That was the worst thing. Yeah.
He still ain't get mad. He was respectful to the guy. Hey, when's the guy's gonna come down to get my keys? He's always carried himself with that, and I think that's a very powerful trait to have, Kyle.
You know what the crazy thing is?
What's the crazy thing?
This is how you know God is there for me every time.
Okay, talk to
right?
me.
So I'm just give you a story. So when I dropped my keys, it was me and Snipes. What did we get?
We went to
Ice
go get
cream?
the Simon cookies. Those
Or,
are
yeah,
late night
yeah.
runs. I love cookies.
And
I'm a cookie
there was like
monster.
8 floors like under my apartment.
yeah, hey, drop that Cookie Monster right there.
And so I was going up from my garage.
Yep.
And as I have to use a key fob to go up to my apartment, and I suddenly just put it in my back pocket, and then it was just like hooked to my like ring finger or whatnot, and that thing just slipped right down the middle of the whole thing,
Right down the shaft.
And I
21
saw it
floors
too,
up.
bro. It was in slow motion, bro. That shit pissed me off. But anyways, so that happened, and like I went through all that. I was like, bro, like what the fuck? I gotta go to work. I got all my keys. I got my car key, my apartment key, my house key back at home, like all that stuff. So I had to go and like talk to the concierge, and he was just telling me like I was asking him like, yo, well, I need my keys like right now. He was like, Yeah, you got to wait in the morning. And I was like, damn, bro. And I had to open that next morning. So I had to like call off and everything. And it was like $250, right? And to like call out the TKE or whatever.
TKE elevators.
Yeah,
It's a service that comes out and gets the keys from the
Oh,
elevator.
they fixed the.
Yeah, they
Are they a
Yeah, they
monopoly
charge.
or something?
Well, they
Like,
come out. They come
That's
out
like
here.
that. That's
Yeah.
what they do, and they fix elevators and all that stuff. But
Yeah, that's
Yeah, it's crazy.
yeah. I'm gonna be honest.
yeah, so I asked the concierge like,
Yeah.
okay, it's $250. I was like, okay, whatever, fuck it. Like as long as I get my keys back. The next day I walked in, and I kid you not, it was crazy, bro. Because I was like, bro, I'm not trying to pay $250, blah blah blah. The lady came up to me and was like, "You good? Like you." She sees me. I see her like every other day, and she knows like I say hi to her every day when I go to the gym. But she was like, "We'll waive that off for you. You don't need to pay anything. You good."
Crazy.
I
And
felt
bro,
that,
that-
KY.
I'm about to say something crazy.
I felt
crazy.
that.
You
That-
said
I'm
gonna be
paid off,
honest,
though?
That
It's
was
like-
a blessing right there.
The more we lead with like good intention and loving intention, the more
Wow.
we get that back.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? He
Lead
could have
with
reacted.
love.
He could have
Yeah.
reacted a certain way to pay $250. You know what I'm saying? The way we carry ourselves is like it's always a return on it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's just crazy though.
And
You know what
stuff
I'm saying?
happens like that. Like you said, we're human. Stuff happens. Like I might
Run the
drive out
clip.
of
We're
here.
not perfect. I'm not perfect.
Exactly.
Human.
But
Okay.
I might not like. I might pop a tire tomorrow. I'm gonna let that's life, right? I'm just gonna keep pushing. Just
So-
deal with that.
So you think solutions based? I think a lot of times people think about the problem too much when they're in the problem instead of thinking about solutions.
That's
I think
real.
That, you
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
And that's a common trait among all of us. But I think in that situation, the way Kyle handled it, because Kyle still figured out a way to get to work. He still figured out a way to open up and be able to make sure everything was okay. He didn't dwell on the problem. He thought solutions. And I think when you think solutions based results is always going to occur after.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. I mean, I think life is, like I said, full of reaction. How you react to certain things is the return on it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
It's all
It's
right.
responding and not reacting. That's why we do what we do, so that way we can respond and not react. That's
right,
You
Maury.
feel me? So
Yes,
we're not
sir.
reacting off of emotions. Like we have a moment to think, breathe, feel our emotions, and then like communicate in a better way. I just had that conversation with my brother.
Parker.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, take a deep breath, because what you'll say in 20 minutes is not what you'll say right now.
Right.
Just take a deep breath. I'm like, you don't even need to respond right now. Just hold up.
I felt that,
And
Maury.
that's true, and that's everything. Like every day we are met with different obstacles, and it's like we can either react, get mad as hell. We were driving here earlier, Chris and I. It's raining. We're about to get off the exit. Everybody in front of us slams on brakes. We slam on brakes. We almost it could have been bad, but it wasn't. Thank God. And it's like even right there, we could have had road rage. Like, oh, well, it's like, yo, it happened. It's like, okay, it's cool. Just like you said, just literally move past it. Like you said, bro, not too many things move me these days.
Nah, not too
Like,
many
nothing's
things.
really
It's like,
moving me.
Well, what you said though, that's the danger. And I know we talked about this earlier, but that's the danger also, whether it's friends or personal relationships, whether it's with a female or a male, emotions dictate. You know, and
Emotions
I think that's
dictate.
and that's one of the most scariest things of relationships, whether it be with your friend or whether it be with your girlfriend or boyfriend, is how do you control those emotions when arguments happen? How do you do that? Because it's like, and we all been in relationships. We've all been there. We've all done that. And that's a crazy type of situation because she's yelling at you. You could either respond back by yelling at her or taking a step back, analyzing the situation and coming back with real results and real, solutions to the problem.
So I heard Jay Shetty talk about this.
I think I know what you're talking
Shout out
about,
Jay
yeah.
Shetty. And he talks about this in his new book. I haven't read it yet. I'm gonna pick up a copy. I need everybody to go pick up a copy of Jay Shetty, because if you tapped in to the On Purpose podcast, then you know he's giving us the sauce. He's giving us the
Free
information to
game.
really like
That's free game
be
right
better.
there.
It's free game. But he talks about knowing you and your partners. It's pretty much like the opposite of love languages. I can't remember the term, but it's like the way that you guys argue, the way that you guys deal with problems in your relationships. So like you just said, one person may want to deal with it right then and there. Another person may need to digest it, step
Parker
away
was here.
and come back to it. And so it's like, those are two different ways you guys handle problems. Like everybody doesn't deal with adversity and conflict the same way. So it's like, somebody may want to talk about it right now. Somebody may need a moment. Somebody may want to shoot, I don't even know what are the other options for real. But
Yeah.
there's different ways, and that's a big thing when it comes to dealing with that challenge with your partner, I guess.
Yeah, it's a scary situation because you never know when that fuse is going to be struck. You know, and especially when you have two strong personalities combating heads, and you guys never really found a middle. That's when things can really sour up a lot. And it's like, okay, you got to take a step back and realize, like, what am I in this for, and how can I, produce the best solution to this problem? And I think that's the problem with this generation, and also like what's gone on in each of our different, love lives and what we've been on, whether it's been personal relationships or, business relationships. I think how you react is how you're kind of going to attract at the end of the day. And it's all in reaction, So when you're thinking, when you're constantly thinking in the moment, and it's like, yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like when you're thinking in the moment and you're like, it's some things that was said, unsaid, and they're saying things in the moment. It's kind of hard not to take those things personal because you're thinking about the times where I held back when I should have said something. Now is the time. And now you're bringing out things that can strike a chord, and you're taking it personal, whereas you're not even focusing on the moment anymore.
Okay.
And that's the craziest part of, like, dealing with emotions in a relationship. I think that's one of the hardest things to do, dude.
So the four agreements.
Yeah.
One of the four laws, right? One of the four agreements.
Yeah.
Don't take anything personal.
Yeah. Straight up.
Literally, don't take anything personal.
That's literally
that's one of the laws in the four agreements. I know you read it.
I've read it.
And it's like
friend,
you can't take anything personal. And I think what let me borrow it real quick. I think what it all boils down to is if somebody's giving you heat, if somebody's coming at you, they're calling you out your name, you feel me? They chirping. Bro, they got something going on within themselves. That has nothing to do with me. That has nothing to do with you. Like, I don't know what you got going on over there.
But I'm like, you good?
So it's like, by us not, because like, again, that has nothing to do with me. I'm disconnected from that. That's sliding right off of me. I'm not even giving you a reaction. I'm going to respond to you in this way. You see how there's more power in the response than the reaction?
Yes. But Mari, that's what comes from, bro, because when you meet a partner, that's why meeting her internal is so important than meeting her external, because her internal, which is what she's been through, can become your reality real fast.
Hey, I got something. I wrote this down last year. I said in my notes, think of negative energy like it's a fishing pole and you're the fish. The moment you give into that negative energy, the moment they just reeled you in. Ooh. So my question to you is, are you either going to bite the hook or are you going to swim around it? You know what I'm saying? And I think, me personally, it depends obviously what it is, because I know how to carry myself in a certain way when I'm under pressure. Right. You know what I'm saying? And I know how to like really maneuver it, and swim right around it. But my question is, you think the way you react is, do you think that's where somebody is like what they're going through in their time? Like
their past,
you know what I'm saying? Like right now.
That's a great question.
You know what I'm saying? Like if the way you come off and the way you portray yourself in a way.
I think Cole though. Okay.
If I'm trying to say it, if you're trying to,
let me loop this real quick. So I think so like you said earlier, throw gas on the fire that you are, and it's like you're using it to get better, right?
That's right.
When somebody's coming at you sideways, they're attacking themselves because they're feeling something, they're going through something. So once they act a certain way towards you and then you give them your reaction, it's like
I think the more healthy we become within ourselves, the more healthier we respond and react.
100%. You know what I'm 100%. But when you give them that reaction that they want, it's like you're feeding to what they're trying to do.
They got you.
It's like, I'm gonna do it again. It's like, because that makes me feel, that's making them feel good. And what's making them feel good is spitting out this hate because of what they're not feeling good about.
It's a tick for tack.
Yeah, it's tick for tack. So it's like your reaction is throwing onto the fire.
Wow. Yeah. And I think another thing, because I think we've all been in situations where we were in and we wanted to go out, but we couldn't go out because the fear of loss is what really kind of held us back. And I think that's very common in today's relationships, is that fear of loss. Like, you're afraid to see that person move on and do something better, or you're afraid, of losing that person because you don't know what could happen in your life, bro.
In 7 laws of success. It talks about, like we talked about, the laws of detachment. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's powerful.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And I think that's what corrupts today's society as well, man, because we've all been in situations like that, and it's just like, okay, I analyzed it. I know that how I react is how I'm going to attract. So you see yourself in a situation where you need to grow. What's withholding you? The aspect of loss, because you see that person as a part of you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And when you see somebody that's in attachment, it's kind of hard to let go.
Yeah.
Let's really keep it real here. We're all men. We could be vulnerable on this cast. When somebody like when you see somebody and you guys been through different things together, you guys experience a whole lot of different life experiences. It's like a bond that you guys have that you feel like in your mind you can't unsee and that can't be broken. When in actuality, as you improve yourself, you can find someone who can give you that same type of energy or circle back to the same person. But it's also where you're at in the point of life. And I think a lot of times when you're sitting back and you're thinking like, okay, is this right? Is this wrong? I'm feeling these certain thoughts, but I don't want to lose. You're kind of holding yourself back because you're holding yourself back from an opportunity to grow. And I think that sometimes separation is going to lead to the greatest relation to your actual growth. So whenever I think, back and you analyze certain type of things, you got to know like, okay, if I separate from this person, whether it be a friend, whether it be a person in your life that's more significant, growth is going to be on the other side. And you can use that moment, one, of disappearing or, becoming who you are today as a form of motivation, or two, you can sit and dwell and let it be a hindrance. It's like you choose between the two, but that's when the internal comes in. Because then you're like, okay, I'm looking within, and I'm like, okay, what I'm going in after losing this person is what I'm going to get out. So let me go ahead and educate myself. So that's the power of, a lot of different things, knowing who you are and then also knowing what you lost and overcoming that loss. Because in life, it's a whole bunch of losses. I don't look at losses as a loss. I look at losses as a learning opportunity. You know?
So,
girl, female, whatever. I don't, dude, it doesn't matter. It's a learning opportunity.
So let's do this real quick. Do y'all want to? Because I got 2 ways we should flow with it. You want to talk about the relationship like we were talking about earlier? Or do you want to go to identity shift?
Let's go to identity shift.
Yeah, let's go to identity shift.
Okay, so we cover relationship pretty well.
Okay, so going through that separation.
I want to talk about relationship when Parker gets back on.
Okay, bet.
Yeah, when we in P.
Shout out to P.
Playoff P.
And PR right now.
P and PR.
Having a crazy
Playoff P
time.
and PR.
He in Puerto Rico. You think we call him, he'll pick up?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Chris
just texted me that too.
Text him. You text him? Yeah. Tell him. Yeah. Text him and just let him know we're gonna give him a call.
You just want to call him?
He's on a swing.
He's already
30,000
ready.
feet.
You want a Wi-Fi? All right.
I can't get service in here. I know how
One
One
of y'all.
Yeah,
One
FaceTime, don't worry, fellas.
But yeah, when you go through that separation and then, like he said, you start to go within yourself and you want to create a change. I think what it is like you want to be a different person than the person that just got out of that relationship, right? You want to be a different person, right?
Of course. Yeah.
So at that moment, it's like you're deciding to have an identity shift. You're shifting your identity to be a better person, a better version of yourself. So it's like that's when the work starts. Because we talked about at the beginning, like I said, 2020 was big for me, but when I got out of my relationship my junior year in college with Shorty, that was a shift.
Ooh.
That started the shift. I'm like, okay, facts. I got to get better.
But like you going through that made you who you are
He's
today.
out there.
Bro, that's
having a good
everything.
time.
You know, that's literally everything.
That's life. You can never, like they say, you can only connect the dots looking backwards. You can only connect the dots looking backwards. And I thought about this too. It's like, okay, so if you're going through life and you know that everything is really happening to you to put you in a better position, then like we just said, you can only connect the dots looking backwards. But if we're trying to have a identity shift or, we know what we want to accomplish and it's like we set that goal, we set that intention, then at that moment, we have the ability to reverse our steps and like work back from that goal. And then once we know what somebody at that position or at that level would do, like how their daily routine is, the things that they're digesting, their habits, their workout, you feel me? It's like you develop those habits and then those habits create your identity shift.
I ain't gonna lie, I can't wait to get Justin Humble on here.
Yeah, Justin's gonna go. Yeah, Justin, I'm not gonna lie.
Shout out to the Humble Effect. Shout out to the Humble Effect.
He's one of our boys. We all went to ECU together. He's in Miami right now doing personal training. He's doing very, very, very
grinding.
Well. Very well. He's grinding. He's building his business. He's got Humble Effect. Y'all need to go cop some merch. He's got me on an animal-based diet, so pretty much I'm eating like a caveman.
Yeah.
Right now, yeah, ground beef, fruits, and honey. Raw dairy if you want, cooking with organic grass-fed butter. I've been feeling great. I'm super lean right now.
Oh, I know.
Like
We've seen you on social media.
So I'm
Maury.
like, I
see it, Maury.
We see it.
I feel good though. It's like it's the energy levels, it's the no bloating. Like I eat a lot of food in one sitting and I'm not bloated.
Well, you are what you eat, and that's
You
what
are
it
what
comes
you
down
eat.
to.
Yeah.
And I mean, in today's society, dude, we got McDonald's, Burger King, we got fast food all down the road because
Wheat.
I mean, it's
All
just
that's wheat.
But that also shifts it. But look,
Ain't
but
nothing
look,
good like
here's
a
the-
Chris, like
Whopper.
I need some cookout.
But no, bro.
I know Chris want a Whopper.
Cookout, Burger King, McDonald's, it all stems to instant gratification.
Yeah.
It's like it's going to translate into your life. Like I want it and I want it now, and you're going to think I want something now, and it doesn't work like that.
All right, so let me ask you this:
It's a process.
when it comes to Thanksgiving food,
Now, I'm not talking about the food.
Yeah, look, you
Y'all ain't
heard
get-
that?
Hey,
Look at him.
y'all-
Look at him.
All
Look
right,
at
bro,
him.
that went over my head.
You ain't get
Processed
that.
food?
Fast
It's a
food
process.
is processed.
Oh, yeah.
You ain't get that.
I didn't.
Yeah, you got to think of another wavelength.
What you about to
with
say about
Sniper.
Thanksgiving, man? Let me
You
hear
got to
it.
think
Let
of
me
another
hear it.
wavelength with me.
Or do you think like Thanksgiving food is like low vibrational food?
No.
I'm not gonna lie, man. It's good food. I saw the Twitter memes. I was laughing too. It was funny.
Or is
You
it
get
just-
like a
It's
low
not low
vibrational.
vibrational
Oh,
food.
okay.
No, that's what I'm
Okay,
trying to
at
get
its
at.
base, yeah, he's
At
just
its-
talking about animals being slaughtered and dying in like a state of fear and like the energy being transferred.
I don't really feel comfortable explaining that, but I'll tell you this though. I don't think Thanksgiving food is low vibrational food, bro.
Okay.
I think that I think that has no effect on low vibrational food. When I'm sitting there and I'm seeing my family smile, listening to Marvin Gaye, I think that's a great day. Shout out to Ice Cube, because I'm telling you that straight up.
Ooh, I got
Yeah.
that was hard. That was
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah. So like, dude, when I'm thinking about low vibrational food, I'm thinking about food that can harm me. Okay, of course, I know some of the food is harming, but I think that the ambiance of
I get
the
what you're
family
saying,
presence
though,
is
yeah.
what really
Okay.
uplifts the food
Okay.
to me.
Okay. Got
The
you.
holiday, like the.
But I
what
think
it-
it's only low vibrational. We had an incident at Kava.
What happened in
Remember,
Cabo?
Bro, that's what I'm saying.
I'm
Bro,
gonna let y'all explain what happened in
that's
Cabo.
that was OD. Me and Mari was tight,
We're
but
not
Mario
even
go.
here for the Kava slander because, bro, we rock with Kava. Like, we was really rocking with Kava for a minute. They started blessing, like, we're there on a weekly basis type of thing. Like, us and Kava get along real well. Found out they had the love button. Have y'all tried the love button yet?
What you mean, love button?
Oh, man, I'm
haven't
giving
had
it to the
Kava in like a
world.
year.
All right, so
Love
this was
button.
on TikTok,
Huh?
but I'm going to give it to y'all right now. Look, and you don't really ask for it. They give it to you off the strength, but they have a love button. They use the love button. They have twice a day. You get your whole
Like, you
plate
hit the
for
button and
free.
fall in love?
You get the button to fall in love. You're going to fall in love.
Whoa.
It's a love
Pause.
button. It's a love button. You get the button, then you fall in love. You get the button, then you fall in love.
Oh yeah. Oh, no
I'm telling you,
cap.
the meal is free. They use the love button. The meal is free. Your whole bowl is free.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's a love button. 2 a day.
Oh, I didn't know
Exactly.
that.
Let me say it again. They use the love button on you. Your meal is free. Whatever you got. I'm talking to bowl. I'm talking to pita chips. I'm talking to drink.
Sheesh.
Large.
The whole
Shout out blueberry
shebang.
lavender.
I ain't ate Kava in a minute though.
Cucumber lit. How you get the love button? They just give it to you. You're not supposed to ask for it. But I'm gonna tell you what I did. I'm gonna keep it a whole 100. I seen it on TikTok. I'm like, is this real? So I went to Kava. I went to the one on
Wendover?
Yeah, I didn't go to the one in Friendly. And I'm like, I seen you feel me. I'm like, oh, okay. They got a brother up there at the register. I'm like, let me see what he talking about. I'm like, yeah, tall dude, dreadhead. I'm like, y'all got a love button? He like, cause they be trying to be all secretive about it.
Yeah.
I'm like, y'all got a love button? He like, yeah. I'm like, y'all use it for the day? Long story short, they use a love button on me. They hadn't used it. So I was like, oh, like it's real.
I feel like a lot of places have that though.
I feel like they
Like
do. They're just
low-key.
not gonna tell you about
Yeah.
it. And I think they use it. They just use it early.
I'm about to say.
But Sniper back, 50 cal.
I'm back 50 cal.
50 cal.
100%. Nah, I was really, when I was going, like, okay, I had to go run an errand real quick.
Yeah.
But and handle some business. But I was thinking, like, okay, this is our third podcast.
What do you mean by that?
What do you mean by that?
What do you mean by
That's
that?
crazy. But nah, I was thinking, like, dude, this is the third episode. And I'm like, the vibe is high.
The vibe
Bro,
is
yeah.
high.
And
Hi.
it's, bro, I was envisioning us in 5 years, and I know the ambiance in here is crazy, but I was thinking, in 5 years we could be sitting on the back porch with our kids, or back
Oh.
porch talking about similar topics. I'm like, yo, this is crazy. Like the future is coming, and it's
Oh, yeah,
coming
yeah, yeah.
fast,
Yeah,
bro.
I know, yeah.
Yeah,
like
no.
5-10 years, we could be sitting here doing a podcast with 3 little ones running around.
It's
You
scary.
never know.
It's scary, but
push
not
it to
scary.
I gotta just put this out there. Push it to the like 10 year, because 5 years,
damn.
I'm not
5
having no
years is a little bit
kids.
too cool.
I'll be 20.
Oh,
Well,
yeah,
you be,
it's
you be
over.
30.
I'll be
You be 30.
I'll be
Hey, show them that.
29.
Show them
Nah,
that.
you be 30.
Mark, it's over.
We be old.
Yeah, it's over.
Show the camera what you just did, bro.
Yeah,
show the camera what you did, bro. Nah, come
Hey.
step out here and show we Christopherville. Y'all, he was trying to open the Bel Air bottle.
It's okay, Chris.
The cork is stuck. It's okay. It happens.
You know
though.
what
It
Hannah
happens.
Montana said?
What she said?
Context
Everybody
is
makes
so crazy.
mistakes.
Everybody
Hey.
has.
I know. Everybody know what I'm talking about. No,
I was stupid.
But,
He texted me something crazy.
I'm weak.
I can't say
Whoa.
it.
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, what do you mean by that, Colio?
What do you mean by that?
Nah, I can't say we got the clip.
I lost the thought. What
Nah, but I was saying, like, it's just.
no kids. Kids in 5 years. I'll be 29.
Yeah,
I'm not.
If it
gonna
happens,
lie.
it happens.
If it happens, it happens.
Yeah. Oh, that was hard.
that was.
If it happens, it
That's-
happens.
Could you see yourself with kids in 10 years?
I mean,
If God bless me with it, yeah. Of
I know
course.
we're not supposed to project, but I mean, I know we're supposed to be thinking in the
I guess
present.
maybe
Shout out
what
to Cole,
out, for
but
me, preferably, I say early 30s.
Yeah.
I want to like
Yeah.
20s is my like I'm.
I'll say 30,
like,
right in there.
Yeah,
30 with kids.
32.
But like, is there really a right time to have a
No,
kid? Though?
No, there's
no.
not. I learned that in the barbershop. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm
Shout
cool
out
right
Kingdom
now.
Cuts, Rodney. Everybody in there, yeah.
Kingdom Cuts.
Yeah, whenever
Shout
the
out
baby
to Mo, bro.
comes, it's like you're tapping in
Right.
the mode. You're ready.
You talking about
It's just-
Ronnie?
yeah, it's just an
Good
instinct.
guy.
Instinct.
What?
Like whenever, like the baby's here, you got to get informed.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Except for the dads that don't, like we leaving a lot of single mothers out here. We gotta make sure the man is being the man these days. Like we can't run, they can't run because again, we're not having kids right now.
Well, dude-
Don't y'all want to travel? Don't y'all want to? You feel me? Like
But like, I know I touched on this.
Yeah.
earlier.
Nah,
like, we're trying to get
100%.
active. We got a lot of action,
I got a
emotion to
lot
be
of stuff in
You
made.
mind.
know what I talked about last week, bro?
What?
Remember I was talking about single mothers?
Yeah.
Bro, we have some single mothers like that we are friends with, bro. And watching her maneuver.
Oh,
is
she's a
absolutely
dog.
amazing.
You know,
She-
we're not gonna mention her, but she's a dog.
Bro,
the single mother,
her-
Do I
our
know
close
her?
friend. Yeah.
Our
Bruh,
close
single
friend.
mother.
This is a single mother, bro. She is killing it.
Oh, she's
Yeah,
killing
she's-
it. Yeah, she's
bro,
killing
She's
it.
providing,
But,
holding
like,
it down.
Getting to
dude,
it.
it's and watching her is literally an inspiration, bro.
It is.
She's an inspiration, and not only to me, but I know to others in her life as well, bro. But
Hold
watching
up.
her just do what she
I gotta
does,
stop you because it's okay for single mothers that are experiencing that right now. It's inspiring for them because they're like they see that okay, they can do it by themselves. They can
Yeah.
raise a strong
Yeah,
adult in this world and like have them be good. But that's not something that we need to inspire to continue.
Yeah,
that doesn't
yeah.
need to. That we're not setting the bar there because it's like no, we need the family unit. There's a lot of things going on in the world right now that are. Put out there to break the family apart.
right.
We got to have a family. We talk about our tribe, but it's like your family is what you.
That's
You
right.
feel me? You got to build that.
That's right.
You got to put a lot of attention and focus there. So like we can't.
But for those mothers who's crying at night, but don't let their kids
Oh
see
my
it,
God,
it's
I just
inspiring
felt
to see.
that.
They
more.
gonna make sure they got something to eat.
for those moms that's out there crying, missing checks, putting everything towards to take care of their baby, bro. It's something that you cannot take away from, bro. That's just that thing is crazy, bro. I didn't watch, bro. I personally haven't seen it from my lens, from my mother, because I grew up in a 2-parent household. But I've analyzed from a distance single parents, mothers who might have been on their last, but their kid felt like they had everything. You know what I'm saying? And I think
crazy.
that's something that I can really give flowers to any single mom out there,
Yeah.
bro. I had to touch
100%.
back on that
No,
because there's a
100%.
friend in our friend group that we've sat at the same table with that is absolutely crushing it, and
Yeah,
I
she's
just want to
killing
give a
it.
shout out to her.
Oh, yeah.
So
And
when
you
she's
know
gonna
who you
watch
are.
it,
You know who you
She
are.
know
You
who
know
she
that.
is.
Yeah.
She
she's
know
gonna
who
watch
she
it.
is.
And
on
not
this one.
only are you an inspiration to her, you're an inspiration to me and everybody else
That's
sitting on
facts.
this couch.
No, that's facts. Enough said
You
for
can note
real.
that.
I had both
that
of my
was
parents in my
hard.
life.
Ooh, I like
but
that.
yeah, for real. I had both of my parents in my life, but my parents were never together.
Talk to me, Mari.
once I was conceived. So my dad has always been there for me. But from a single mother perspective, like my mother is a hustler. Like
Yes.
she broke her back to make sure that I had everything that I needed.
Yeah.
And a good amount of what I wanted, but she also taught me work ethic. She's self-employed. She's been working for herself since I've been here. Same with my father.
Yes.
Same with my brother. You see me. It's like, so,
Independence.
but it's like, bro, especially like single mothers again in general, but specifically black single mothers. Bro, like, come on. Odds are already stacked against.
yes.
The odds are already stacked against. You think it's hard being a black man in America? Try being a black woman.
Yeah.
It's hard. It's hard. So salute to all of us. Honestly, salute to all of us because we're all doing what we can with what we know how. And, you know.
Bro, but I'm just honestly, bro, because I met your mother, Kamari, and
y'all had great talk.
Yes.
They were vibing, bro.
Bro, her story is absolutely amazing, man. And, dude, she's a warrior in her own right. And I'm not honestly surprised that her son came out as a warrior.
Yeah,
You
she's buying the crib from you. I'm telling you,
bro. Literally, and dude, that's the crazy thing, man. I mean, she had to make it shake, but she made it shake. There was no ifs, ands, and buts. She analyzed her situation, she took it in, and she made a solution about it.
It's facts.
And look how her son came out. Netflix TV star, actor, doing everything, bro.
Y'all you want to know how I literally came out? She was just telling the story again the other night. Y'all, I came out 8 pounds 2 ounces. And 21 inches. Do you know how big that is?
That's kind of big.
that
That's kind of
average
OD,
one, like
bro.
Yeah, I came out like
I
6.
can't. They
Yeah.
said I came out like
Yeah.
a
Like 6.
linebacker. 8 pounds and 2.
Sheesh.
That's OD. That's a fat
Back
baby.
in the belly.
That's a fat. I might have to find a baby picture.
boy
so I
Mari
can
look
see-
like a
so y'all
muscle.
can see these rolls on the arm. Y'all see the
Boy
muscle.
got that size on him. That size.
I'm like, I guess it panned out.
I ain't gonna lie, last
muscle.
episode he stretches. I said, what the? I
He had
said,
that
hold
strength in
on.
him.
It's the
yeah.
diet. I'm telling you. It's the
Meat
diet.
based.
That
We're
gra-
animal
that
based.
grass
We're
fed.
all in the gym, bro. We're
fed.
all like Chris behind the camera. He's in the gym. Everybody in front of the camera's in the gym. Park is not here. He's in the gym.
He's in the gym.
You got to take care of yourself, bro.
Yeah.
You got to take care. We only have one physical
You know my
body.
slogan. How you do anything is how you do everything.
That's right.
That's slogan of the year
Facts.
for me.
How you do
I don't
anything is
care.
how you do everything.
That's powerful.
You know what I'm saying?
That extra rep. That extra rep.
It's gonna
And
go
look,
a long way.
We done got another rep in, man. It's episode 3.
Hey, this is reps
We
right
got
here.
episode 3 down.
Yeah.
I'm ready. I'm just excited for the first 100. We're going on a crazy run.
Yeah.
We're going on a crazy run. If you're listening, I need y'all to come to the YouTube, man. The vibes are crazy over here. We got the Bel Air bottle on the
man.
front. Shout out Bel Air. I got the blue sage right here. The energy's great. I got the
Vibes
empty
is
glasses. 'cause
crazy.
You feel me? The vibes is here. We got the good spring water
You
back
know,
here. You can't see it.
We feel like that Kanye West song. You know that song? Can't feel it straight.
you know we gotta get one song
You
in.
ready?
Keep
About to
going.
hit it. Okay.
Yeah.
Now the solo when Tiana start dancing.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't know what they talking about. I'm gonna bob my head though.
Yeah, that's a banger.
Yeah, nah, that is a banger. That is a banger. This is a banger. Shout out to the Nough Said family already. We see y'all. We hear y'all. We appreciate the
y'all.
love thus far.
Is that it?
Yeah, we're gonna keep going. We're going for y'all. This is like Cole said earlier. This is what it's about.
That's what Nough
we
Said
got
is
real-
about, man.
We really got into it today. We had great conversation. Snipes got real vulnerable.
100%.
Hopefully y'all were able to take something away
I ain't
from
gonna lie. I
this.
said it again. I appreciate that, Sniper.
Nah,
Yeah,
100%.
for real,
And
for real.
that's
Love
what
you, brother,
that's
man.
really what we're trying to leave here. From
Not
this.
trying.
Nah,
That's
no,
what
we are
yeah.
doing.
Yes.
I'm sorry. I got to speak action words. Thank you so much, Mari. But what we are doing here with Nough Said, and that's our mission statement. We're here to inspire. We're here to motivate. We don't care if it's 1. We don't care if it's 1,000,000. We don't care if it's 0.5. We don't care if you an animal. If you got ears, we gonna inspire
Look
you.
out.
And that's just how we're moving, bro. This straight up. So as time progresses, as we get older, it's going to be something that we can possibly pass on to our kids. 30 years from now, our kids could be leading this podcast.
Yeah.
But while we here today, we're going to change one life at a time, 100%.
Hey, Nough Said.
Nough
then.
said.
It's a wrap.
Good one. Oh man. Oh, great. That was it's stupid in love. I'm so bad. Oh man. You know what time it is now? Everybody get some food. Oh man.
Man, get hit with the clip again.
Nine times out of 10, I said it. If it don't feel right, it never will.